Hello, this shiur is given Le'ilu Nishmas Rachalei Bas Rav Chaim Tzvi. As always, should be a true aliyah for her neshama. Today what we're going to talk about is children in Sefirat HaOmer. So this is an unusual topic because kids really don't usually know much about Sefirat HaOmer. In school, if they go to a religious school, of course, they hear about Sefirat. There's a big Sefirat chart. They hear about the death of Rabbi Akiva's Talmidim. They hear about Shimon Bar Yochai, and it has nothing to do with them at all. And they know, at least on the outside, some of them in Hagam of Sefirat, people don't get married, but it's totally external. It's all, this is what we do because this is the tradition. But there's very little attempt to personalize it. In the older grades, especially in the girls' school, there's much more that's said. So let's start, as always, with little children. So with very little children, I'm talking about children between 3 and 6. What are they be getting out of Sefirat? So we're getting about, you know what's going to happen soon? Right? We were in the time Hashem took everybody out of Mitzrayim. Where did they go? They're not in Mitzrayim. Where did they go? Believe me, they're clueless. Okay, so you have to say they had to come to Eretz Yisrael. Now, for very little children, this is going to sound strange to you. They may not know that the name of the place that they live is Eretz Yisrael if they're in Israel, or whatever it is, England, America, if they're wherever they are. They know the name of their street, and they may know the name of their city, but it's unlikely that they know the name of their country. So you may have to introduce the whole concept of there being large amounts of land where people all speak the same language and have the hashpah of that land. And that's called a country. So let's go back to this. They wanted to go to Eretz Yisrael. They didn't want to be in Mitzrayim. They wanted to get out, and they were so happy to get out. Now they want to go to Eretz Yisrael. Eretz Yisrael is the land for the Jews. That's where everybody is supposed to be Jewish. That's where Hashem wants us to live. They wanted to go there. This is the land Hashem told Avram, you'll be good and I'll give you a special land. He told Yitzchak, you be good and I'll give you a special land. He told Yaakov, okay, I'm sure you got the idea. But Mitzrayim was far from Eretz Yisrael. How are they going to get there? Takes a long time. But when they get to Eretz Yisrael, there's something they have to have first. Hashem wasn't just going to take them to Eretz Yisrael without stopping at a very special place. You know what that place is? Har Sinai. What happened at Har Sinai? They got the Torah. Because without the Torah, we don't know what to do when we get to Eretz Yisrael. We'll get there, we don't know what to do. The Torah tells us all of the mitzvot that we have to keep in Eretz Yisrael and every place. So they got out of Mitzrayim to get the Torah on their way to Eretz Yisrael, because otherwise, there's no reason to go there. So here they are, they got out of Mitzrayim. But you know what? It took a long time till Hashem let them get the Torah. They had to walk for a long time. And then you could tell them about Sefirat HaOmer. Not one day, not 2 days, okay, whatever. And again, with the little kids, visually seeing the chart with the 49 days is what they have to see. They probably won't get the numbers very clearly, but they'll get that it's a lot. Some kids, especially kids, 5 or 6, will actually get the numbers. They'll understand the difference between 38 and 48. But very little kids don't. So we're counting. Are we going to get the Torah today? No. Maybe tomorrow. No. But we're getting closer. We're getting closer. So they can understand we're waiting to get the Torah. Okay, now, to get the Torah, Hashem wants us to be ready to hear the Torah. There are people, if you want to tell them something good, here's how to do it, they don't want to listen. He wants us to be able to listen. He wants us to be good. So all of these days, we learned how to be good in a special way. Okay, so when you're talking about the actual spheros, the Seder HaSpheros to children, there is absolutely no reason to go into the ruchnius of it. They're not going to get it. But for them to know that in these days, there are days that we had to learn to be good people, kind people, people who make accomplishments, etc., etc., that's what you want them to know, because the goal is we should be like Ish Echad, Belev Echad, all ready to say Nasa v'Nishma. So every day you could tell them about the midah of the day in a simple, simple way. Meaning the whole week of Chesed you're only talking about Chesed. You're not going to talk about Gvur Sheba Chesed and Tiferet Sheba Chesed, etc., etc. But you could talk about the midah of the week every week. This is the week where they learned how to do Chesed even when it's hard.